Saya Cik Am, Senior Counselor, Inovatif di Hatiku.
Hai, saya Aiza, Inovatif di Hatiku.
Saya Yahurin Muhammad Yasin, Inovatif di Hatiku.
Hai, nama saya Kana, Inovatif di Hatiku. Saya Aini, Inovatif di Hatiku.
Saya Arisha, Inovatif di Hatiku.
Hai, saya Ain, Inovatif di Hatiku.
Saya Wanu Fazira, Inovatif di Hatiku.
Saya Nurfahana binti Zul, Inovatif di Hatiku.
Saya Asma Amanina, Inovatif di Hatiku.
Hai, saya Hamka, Inovatif di Hatiku.
Saya Muhammad Helmi bin Abdul Raman, Inovatif di Hatiku.
Nama saya Nurul Al-Akila, penolong pendaftar Kolej Inovatif Antarabangsa, Inovatif di Hatiku.
Hai, nama saya Muhammad Faiz bin Abdul Razak, Inovatif di Hatiku.
Saya Abdul Rahman bin Kasbi, pendaftar Kolej Antarabangsa Inovatif. Inovatif di Hatiku.
Inovatif di Hatiku.
Hi, Assalamualaikum and very good morning to all the viewers out there who are watching right now this live. in Innovatif di Hatiku. Salam Innovatif di Hatiku. I wish to all of you who are watching right now. Okay, so today again, my name is Nurul. You can call me Miss Ain, in the segment Oh My English. Okay, so today, like any other segment that we had done before this, okay, we learned a lot about the common confused word in English, okay, along with its meaning and how to use it in everyday's life. All right, so today, same like any other days, we're going to uncover, okay, the meaning of each of the words that we're going to usually encounter and confuse. All right, so what I got today, while I was searching, surfing the internet, I happened to found or stumble upon this one short doodles. Okay, if our official officer IT could somehow show it in the screen to all of you guys. Okay, so this is what I stumbled upon in the internet. Okay, so before we start, okay, let's have a bit of relaxing mood before we start with our segment. Okay, so I just wanted to share this sketch, okay, about the bird saying that, hey, straight to the principal office. And then Mr. Giraffe said, but it's the principle of the matter. All right, so do you somehow notice something, okay, in the word that might have the same meaning and might have the same pronunciation, but have different way of writing and also maybe the meaning. Okay, if you can't somehow figure it out, okay, let's turn out to the next slide. Okay, it will be much more obvious for you guys. This statement, okay, if you happen to stumble upon this statement, the principal has his principles. What? Principle? Doesn't it sound the same? But does it have the same meaning? All right. So for today, these are the words that we're going to uncover today, which is principle and principles. Okay, we go to our next slide. Okay. So we all know, okay, principle with an AL or the principle with LE are often confused, okay, because it do not in fact share the same meaning actually. Okay, if you see here, actually principle with an AL actually has a lot of meaning, while principle PLE actually it only serves with one purpose of meaning. And what is that? Okay, so moving on to the next slide. Okay, so actually principle with an AL, okay, what is the meaning? What is the definition of principle with AL? Actually, principle with an AL, okay, is can serve as a noun and also an adjective. Okay, but to be honest with you guys, principle with an AL actually serve three meanings in English language. Okay, but for today's segment, okay, let's focus on these two meaning first. Okay, first it serves as a noun and also as an adjective. Okay, so as a noun is actually principle as a noun is referred to someone who holds a higher position or an important position in certain context, which means you may say the headmaster of your school. Okay, so this is the word that you are usually associate with. Okay, whenever you go to school, you call it the principal. Oh, the headmaster, or the principal is giving the speech today in this morning assembly. Okay, that is principle. But it also not just only serve as a noun. That is, like I said just now, it also serve an adjective. Okay, so in adjective is actually referred to something that has a sense of importance, the most important, and it doesn't only refer to a person. It can refer to a city, to an object, to an animals, and other things. Okay, so bear in mind, okay, principle can be a noun and adjective, Even it's a noun, you can refer it to somebody, a person, a headmaster of the school, okay, or it has something important in the sense of it is in adjective, okay. That is principal with an AL, okay. While as principal, okay, it actually sounded the same but different writing and meaning, okay. If you see on your right side, okay, principal PRINCPLE, okay, is actually only serve one part of speech, which is a noun. Okay, is actually a noun which generally refers to a natural or moral legal rule or standard, or people may say is actually somehow a things, belief that you have to oneself. Okay, what it is. Okay, if we move on to our next slide, we uncovered it one by one. What is principle first? Okay, like I said just now, principle, okay, with AL serve two purposes, which is adjective and noun. Okay, adjective, it is the thing that refer to something which is most important, while as in a noun, it is referred to a person who is in charge of a school, college, or a university. Okay, so now you know principal EL doesn't just only associate with a person to one category or one unit only. It also serves another purpose. Okay, so use this information wisely. All right, so if we head up to the next slide, okay, let's see on the principal part, which is with a PLE. Okay, like I mentioned just now, okay, principle with a PLE only serve one purpose, which is noun. Okay, so in noun, like I said, mentioned earlier, it is a rule or belief governing one personal behavior, or in Malay we call it as prinsip. Okay, maybe some of you guys, when I mentioned prinsip, oh yeah, exactly, prinsip. This is how you write prinsip in English. It's called principle. Okay, it's not principal, it's principle with PLE. Okay, so now you know. Right, moving on to our next slide, I'll show you the example of how to use these words in a sentence and in your everyday life. Okay, because we know that whenever we are talking or using the word in a speaking manner, okay, usually people won't like care much about how the words actually are, because they wouldn't even notice if using the PLE or the PAL. Okay, but when it comes down to writing, okay, it is very, very crucial, which means it is very important to notify all these things so that the meaning doesn't change whenever you're writing an essay or a writing or a report. Okay, so on the left side of your screen right now, okay, we are using the word principle with the AL, which serve two purpose, noun and adjective. Okay, so here it says the principal is a very busy woman, meaning to say pengetua is a very busy woman. Okay, is pengetua sekolah. All right, the next one is the boys like the principal because he always plays fair. Okay, meaning to say the boy likes the principal, the pengetua, because the pengetua always plays fair, which is adil. Okay, and the third one, okay, she has a dual role as principal and also a French teacher. Okay, so meaning to say she has actually ada dua role, okay, which is satu sebagai pengetua dan satu lagi sebagai guru bahasa Perancis. Okay, so that is how you use noun. Okay, in this context, in these three sentences, okay, it describes the use of principle as a noun, while as the other two below, again, are adjective. Okay, this is how you use it in a sentence. Okay, that was my principal reason for moving. Remember just now, principle as in adjective is something refers to most important. So try to relate that with this sentence. Okay, that was my principal reason for moving, or my principal concern is to get the job done fast. Or you can say Kuala Lumpur is the principal cities in Malaysia. Okay, you may say Kuala Lumpur is a very important cities in Malaysia. Okay, for example. Or if you can, if we turn to the other side, okay, for principal PLE, okay, it states here the principal with PLE, okay, step only one speech, which is noun. All right, remember, PLE only starts with one noun. Okay, so it's stated that the philosopher demonstrated a philosophical principle. Okay, principle. Or this principle applies to all kinds of selling. Or this principle ini, is clear and absolutely fundamental. Or you may say this principle was rooted in my mind. Or he drank hot milk every night on principle. Okay, this is how you can use it in everyday's maybe life, in everyday's daily activity, or in your conversation and such, and writing especially. Okay, so this is somehow you can see how the word is used in a sentence. And now let's move on to the tips that somehow I could help you guys to somehow get the hang of how to remember either to use principle with an AL or PLE. Okay, if we could go to the next slides, okay, here are some tricks, okay, for you guys out there who maybe, okay, as we all know, human usually have an attention span of just 20 to 30 minutes of attention span. So maybe after this, after 30 minutes of watching this, you guys might forgot it after that. But here's some useful tips that you guys can implement in your life in order to make yourself to remember this concept or these words easier. Okay, so it says here, a trick that you can use to remember the difference, okay, is to remember the word PAL, the pal. Okay, if you know, okay, that is a such word pal in English word, which means like a buddy, like a friend. Okay, so remember the principle have PAL1. Okay, the PAL1 have served with two purpose, noun and adjective. Okay, remember that? All right. So this word means someone who is a friend. Therefore, the principle is your pal. Okay, got it? Since pal is a friend, start to use this formula. Since the principle PAL have the word pal in it, so try to associate it with the principle. Oh, the principle is a pal. With the word pal, you can make it as a friend. Okay, now you know, oh, whenever you're writing, okay, which one words to use to refer to the headmaster? Is it with a PAL or is it with a PLE? So for you to easy to remember it, try to think PAL as a pal, your friends, and now after that, you know that, oh, it's with PAL, which refer to people. Okay, and just as much as I like my pal, the principal money is also my pal. Okay, this one is what I told you earlier. Okay, actually, the principal PAL have three meanings. Okay, one is for noun, adjective. The other one is actually referred to amount of money that had been transacted. But that one is another thing. So for today's lesson, okay, now you know what is the difference between principal PAL and principal PLE. Okay, so now you know it. Try to use it in your everyday's life. Try to somehow practice with the people around you, or maybe you could somehow write it on a piece of notes and stick it to the wall or your book so that you might not tend to forget it. Okay, so with that, I hope today's lesson are much obliged to you guys. Okay, and I hope we could learn a lot more, okay, English words in our next segment in All My English in INNOVATIVEDIHATIKU. With that, I would like to wish you guys a happy new year and be safe. Okay, follow the SOP, take care of yourself and your hygiene, and stay safe, everybody. With that, Salam inovatif di hatiku. Thank you.
Saya Cik Am, Senior Counselor, Inovatif di Hatiku.
Hai, saya Aiza, inovatif di hatiku.
Saya Yahurin Muhammad Yasin, inovatif di hatiku.
Hai, nama saya Kana, inovatif di hatiku. Saya Aini, inovatif di hatiku.
Saya Arisha, inovatif di hatiku.
Hai, saya Ain, inovatif di hatiku.
Saya Wanu Fazira, inovatif di hatiku.
Saya Nurfahana binti Zul, inovatif di hatiku.
Saya Asma Amanina, inovatif di hatiku.
Hai, saya Hamka, inovatif di hatiku.
Saya Muhammad Helmi bin Abdul Raman, inovatif di hatiku.
Nama saya Nurul penolong pendaftar Kolej Inovatif Antarabangsa, inovatif di hatiku.
Hai, nama saya Muhammad Faiz bin Abdul inovatif di hatiku.
Saya Abdul Rahman bin Kasbi, pendaftar Kolej Antarabangsa Inovatif. Inovatif di hatiku.
Inovatif